Okay, now I know a lot of you are going to read the title and you're going to freak out and you're like, how could you? Watch the video and try to understand what I'm saying. So if you hadn't heard, Jenna Marbles basically canceled herself last week. What? Isn't that what she did, though?
She did, but it's like cancel culture is so strong. Yeah. Like, you got people out there canceling themselves. You see a tsunami wave where you're like, I'm not going to make it to shore. Go! Anyways, what happened? I'm sorry.
So it's all good. It's all good. So Jenna Marbles, if you're unaware, is one of the OG YouTubers. She's been on the platform for over 10 years, doing it at a high level. And recently, videos from 2010 and 2012 resurfaced on different platforms where they alleged that she did blackface and did all the other kinds of stuff. Damn.
I don't think I'm having a good time. And it seems like maybe some other people aren't having a good time. So for now, I just can't exist on this channel.
And so now they have been educated in the truth of Jenna Marbles. She's been canceled. She's been handled. Thank you to Mob Mentality. Twitter, shout out to you. For you have tweeted the truth. Now, Jenna Marbles is part of the reason why Jenna Marbles got canceled.
And I try to make fun content, inclusive content, things that don't offend people or upset people, because I just don't want anyone to feel upset about anything. I don't want someone to watch something and feel hurt or offended now for any reason. All that matters is that people were offended and it hurt them, but I do want to tell you how unbelievably sorry I am if I ever offended you. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm incredibly sorry if this offended you. Then, now, whenever. I don't want to offend anyone, and I'm sorry if I ever offended you with the things I said.
This attitude that's become pervasive in our society is the problem. Because people feel entitled to never being offended, to never seeing anything offensive, they see something that they deem is offensive and therefore feel like their outrage is justified. They feel like their mob mentality is justified. They have this on college campuses where they have safe spaces and trigger warnings. It's one thing to create a space that's safe from any kind of physical attack and, unwanted events. I understand that. But hearing ideas that differ from your own, or hearing humor that you don't think is for you, and then you thinking you deserve the right to then cancel people is the problem. And so when Jenna gets there and she says, I tried to make content that hurt nobody. I don't think anybody should be hurt by what. That's the problem. In trying to make everyone's sensitivities feel like it's acceptable, we've created a soft society where anything can be deemed offensive. And what ends up happening? Even you, who try to make content for everyone, ends up being canceled by everyone. Here's the reality.
Go ahead.
When we tell college and young people that they don't deserve to be offended, they grow up to be weaker adults. Because they grow up to think that the world is meant to be this 100% acceptable place where we all drive on the same ideas, but that's not the reality of the world. And especially if you leave your country, you're going to realize that people's values and morals are completely different. And if you go around in a multicultural place like North America, where all these cultures mix from all different parts of the world, and you're offended by differences of opinion and different humor, then you are for sure going to be someone who can't navigate this world as a functioning adult. And that's what's happening on college campuses. We literally have spaces right now where people have to put trigger warnings before most things, where comedians who go on college campuses have to avoid so many topics and sign waivers because people can't handle humor. What kind of young people are we breeding? Well, we're telling them that the world is supposed to be a safe place. What's going to be happen when they're going to encounter danger that they can't control? They're going to break down. What happens when they're going to encounter ideas that are better than them, but that hurts their feelings? They're going to break down.
They're going to start shaking.
But when you say, I don't want to make content that offends anybody, it's the equivalent of saying we should no longer have rated R movies because kids could watch it. Bitch, if you sensitive, stay off. That's your problem, not mine.
A lot of people should stay off the internet because they're way too sensitive.
Rough.
If you ask me. Yeah, the other day I was someone dropped in my DM and saying like, oh yeah, you guys are amazing. Cool. Next day, I guess. A couple of days after that, that person went, oh no, you're not amazing. You guys hate feminists. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Why did you laugh at intersectionality like that? What? It's not because we laugh that we hate. The parallel that you did, because we laugh at something, we hate it. So when I make fun of my sister, I hate her, right?
Yeah.
When I'm having fun in family with my parents, and we just, when my mom makes fun, she hates me. Is that what it is? So when you make fun of something, you ultimately hate it. We can laugh at, and that's what I told her. I'm like, yo, we laugh at everything and anything. And that's what equality is. Period. That's what it is. Feel free to come Feel free to stay or to leave, but that's what we do. We laugh at anything.
Here's the thing, and I sympathize with Jenna in this respect. I understand that she's trying to do the right thing. I understand that she's well-intentioned, but it's not because you're well-intentioned that you're necessarily doing the right thing. That's also something that people have to acknowledge. Your good intentions aren't actually good. Think about what kind of message you're sending to the world when you cancel yourself for things that, one, happened in the past, two, people misrepresented you on because apparently it wasn't blackface. She was just severely tan because she took off her wig.
Yeah.
Okay?
To do blackface. This is the end of the video where I took my wig off. I don't know how else to say this.
Stop apologizing.
I said that already, man.
Just stop. Because when you apologize, you send out the message to the world that you were inherently wrong and they were right. And unless you did something that was egregiously wrong, do not apologize because now you're setting new standards and you're emboldening those people. The majority of people who watch your content, most of the world have no problem with it. But the fact that you cowtail and to this small minority emboldens them. It makes them, all of a sudden you got news headlines where it's like, the world is angry. No, it's not the world. It's a couple of goofballs on Twitter who feel emboldened. And that's all it is. And here's the third thing. Stop apologizing to mobs. That's a waste of your time. Have you ever seen a mob trying to chase someone down and beat them down and the person like, I'm sorry, and they stopped? No, they never do. They never do. Wait 2 weeks. Everything blows over because mobs, they're not that strong, okay?
They don't have stamina. Mobs don't have stamina.
There you go. Good day, my Pan-African brothers and sisters. Today we have on trial a girl who's vile. Call her Jenna Marbles, because she's lost her marbles. She got on screen and did the deed where she said things in blackface while having a white face. Plurality of people who hate you. You are hateable. Preach. We will say the truth. This is
Preach Malcolm the Third. Babatunde.
Day. Saying the truth that they need to hear. Huh? You say the truth. 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 Now sing it. The truth. Huh? You say the truth. Huh? You say the truth. Huh? You say the truth. White supremacy. The truth. Huh? You say the truth. That's a good song. That's a good song. That's a good song.
Things change. As a matter of fact, we here at the Abba and Preach channel, we are, if we haven't offended you yet, it's coming. It's coming. It's not something that we can change or we could do something about. There's going to be something that we're going to say eventually that is going to rub you the wrong way. Now it's going to be for you to decide how you want to go about things. Understand that what we're doing is jokes, or just let it go, or being offended. Two, it's not because you're offended that you're right. Comedy is the thing that doesn't age well. It doesn't age well. So the minute you're trying to make someone laugh, in 6 months, in a year down the line, it might not be relevant anymore, or it might just be offensive because we can't laugh at it, according to whoever.
Bruh, I've already done stuff that should have me canceled. The only difference is I didn't do it on camera.
Absolutely.
It's the only difference.
It's like, absolutely. It's just that we started to do this shit 4 years ago, so imagine if we started doing this shit 10 years ago, there would have been some stuff.
This is why YouTube is also going downhill. The people think that they can log on this platform and just not see offensive ideas all the time. Like, why? This is the problem with our society.
Bro.
People think they can walk around and never be offended. And I'm like, you guys live in such a point of privilege that you think that you can still create art and make something that will offend nobody.
Let me do a revolution and not offend nobody.
Yeah.
Let me do something totally revolutionary but not offend nobody. Motherfucker, you can't even see women nipples on Instagram or Facebook.
Have you seen Safe Space Comedy? You know what it's like? It's like getting to the bathroom and wanting to take a dump, but no poop comes out, so you're just mad.
Just you have to take your pants, sit down, paper the whole bowl,
Touch the toilet bowl,
sit down, and then nothing comes out, just farts. That's insulting. That's what safe space comedy is.
the very same people who will get on this cancel culture train are the same people who will advocate for police reform or prison reform. And they're basically fighting for the ability to rehabilitate criminals, right? Understanding that the past is the past and we should give people a second chance. So let me get this straight. You want to give second chances to criminals, people who've served their time, and I agree with you. But then when it comes to individuals who do nothing illegal, who did something in the past, who have changed their ways, rehabilitation is not a thing. They need to be punished.
Do you believe in reform or you don't? Yeah. What is it? Which one is
It's
it?
a rehabilitation. Do you believe in
one is it?
rehabbing
You know, but
people?
when
like it's like looking at an addict and be like, you're not savable.
Yeah.
You know, criminal, you're not savable.
But defunding the police is what it is. It's rehabilitation of the system.
Bruv,
God damn.
second chances are the hallmark of any advanced society.
Pretty much.
And they turn on everyone. So even in your effort to not, you're going to get turned on. I promise you. It will come for you eventually. And then you're going to wish that second chances were a real thing.
The concept of safe space as well. It's just
You know, it's just
there's no way you're gonna be safe. There's a lot of people that predators. They use that as
yeah. Did you?
I'm the safe space now.
Yeah.
You can come in my home and give you a safe hug.
Yeah. I think I made that analogy. It was like
predator.
safe space are a breeding ground for wolves in sheep's clothing.
Yes, that was a great one.
How many times have we seen safe spaces go down because somebody was being a predator in there?
Hey, Shanti.
Yo. I remember that stuff.
I got the juice.
Good day, my nigga sis. That is all for today's video. If you've learned something from here on video, keep watching, keep talking, keep listening to the sounds that I make.
All that bullshit to say, listen, if you like, subscribe, press the bell, right? Say what's up.
Subscribe to the emancipation of black people, for we have been enslaved by the algorithm. The algorithm keeps making analogous things true, lies false.
That ain't no lie.
Change our perception for real eyes. Realize what?
Real lie.
Woo!
Because tell lies.
We've dropped bombs, but they're not over Baghdad. They're over your news feed. Brother, we have fed you the truth that you need to heed.
Anyways, like, subscribe, tell us what you think.
But do you like me? Or do you like what I make the same way that white people like black culture but don't like black people themselves? Tell me. When you leave a comment, are you commenting on what we said? Or what you thought we said? Like ghosts of the past. Are we here for the present or living in our past?
You want some water? I want some water. I'm gonna get some water. You keep on going. I'm just gonna get water.
Abba Zaba, Zulu King. Good day to you, my brothers and niggas. Thank you. I have a Twitter account, right? I post something and I get off. I don't browse that shit at all.
You do good. You do good.
Because every time I see Twitter posts that people repost, I'm like, what am I looking at? What is this? You saw where she also preemptively apologized for something that people weren't trying to cancel for her?
Who?
Demanding an apology for that video of me right now, but I'm like, just, you know what? Put it on my tab. Here's another thing I'm sorry for.
It's like throwing yourself in jail for a crime the police haven't even stopped you for.
You might.
It's like, I'm turning myself in for what? For killing somebody. They're not reported dead. They're going to be. No. It was really weird to watch that video.
Yeah.